Hi there, my name's John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA, and welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text and we tie them to an item, or we used to tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree, and we will again at some point. But today, this is for the narrative lectionary, and I'm really looking at the Thessalonians text, and I'm actually just looking at a phrase, because there's a lot of stuff going on in here, and it's like, how do you do a kid's sermon? Especially, how do you do a kid sermon that you're videoing and you can't ask questions, or you can ask questions? Well, actually, I'm asking questions all the time, so scratch that. But this is still a hard text to do, and I'm like, I don't know what are you going to do here? Well, in Paul's first letter to the Thessalonians, there's the phrase, be imitators, and you became imitators of us and the Lord. Imitators of us and the Lord. So I was thinking, what better way to talk about being imitators than maybe the game of charades, or you could have different hats. If you've got different costumes, you could put on different jackets, and the idea about what am I imitating? What am I pretending to be? Which hat am I wearing today? You could have an apron, and you put on an apron, and it's like, so what do you think who am I acting like now? Oh, you're acting like a cook or a chef. You could put on work boots and work gloves. Who am I imitating now? A gardener or a road construction person, and then when you talk about loving your neighbor, talking about, you know what? I brought over, I put together a little care package of cookies, and I was wearing gloves and a mask, and I walked out, and I put it in right next to my neighbor's mailbox, and then I texted them, and I said, you've got cookies out here. And who am I imitating? Well, we're imitating Jesus. We are being Jesus for the world, the way that we reach out. What are the ways that we might imitate Jesus Christ in how we act and how we treat one another and how we respond to one another? So that's the springboard I'm going with. I'm using that phrase that you imitated us and Jesus, and we imitated Jesus. I think about the times where it's like, if my mom will say, every day you're looking more and more like your Uncle George, my uncle, her brother. And it's interesting that she sees me, and there's parts of that remind her of her brother. When we are seeing and we are responding out into the world, when we are loving, we've got people in my congregation that are making masks for people. That's a way of showing and imitating Jesus for the world. So that's the phrase I'm working with. And I'm hoping you can have fun with this. What a wonderful thing to film. Different hats on and different... you could go wild on this one. All right. Thanks for stopping by. I am so thankful for everything you're doing. And I know your people are as well. So stay safe, stay well, and know that God loves you, as do I.